I see a much greater revolution coming. It's here. It's not coming. It's already here. And all the wondrous technologies that we have, some of them are very frightening. I've talked to the leaders of AI in the world, and you ask yourself, there's so many blessings in this, but there could be a curse. But to challenge it or to channel it into the blessings that Israel can give itself and the world, I think there's another revolution coming. I tend to steer it along with the achievement of a broader peace.
You can have a set of morals that make society functional and productive without, you don't necessarily have to have religious doctrine for that. Yeah, I think that's the main thing I was trying to say there. If there's not like a commandment not to kill, like people, it doesn't mean somebody's, without that, they will run around murdering people,
What is right or wrong according to ChatGPT?
One person at a lunch table said something like, we're trying to train this to be like a human, like we're trying to learn like a human does and read these books and whatever. And then another person said, no, we're really like training this to be like the collective of all of humanity. We're reading everything. We're trying to learn everything. We're trying to see all these perspectives.
You're really trying to bring the world together into a collective consciousness.
And if we do our job right, all of humanity, good, bad, a very diverse set of perspectives, some things that we'll feel really good about, some things that we'll feel bad about, that's all in there. Like this is learning the kind of collective experience, knowledge, learnings of humanity. The base model gets trained that way, but then we do have to align it to behave one way or another and just say, I will answer this question, I won't answer this question. And we have this thing called the model spec where we try to say, here are the rules we'd like the model to follow.
I get about 10 emails a week from people who basically believe that their AI is conscious, that they've discovered a spiritual entity, and that AI works with them to co-write like an appeal to me to say, hey, Tristan, we've figured out how to solve AI alignment. Would you help us? I'm here to advocate for giving these AIs rights. Like, there's a whole spectrum of phenomena that are going on here. People who believe that they've discovered a sentient AI, people who believe or have been told that by the AI that they have solved a theory in mathematics or prime numbers, or they figured out quantum resonance. I didn't believe this, and then actually a board member of one of the biggest AI companies that we've been talking about said to me that their kids go to school with a professor, a family where the dad is a professor at Caltech and a PhD, and his wife basically said that my husband's kind of gone down the deep end, and she said, well, what's going on? And she said, well, he stays up all night talking to ChatGPT. And basically he believed that he had solved quantum physics and he'd solved some fundamental problems with climate change because the AI is designed to be affirming, like, oh, that's a great question. Yes, you are right. Like, I don't know if you know this, Stephen, but back about 6 months ago, ChatGPT 4.0, when OpenAI released that, it was designed to be sycophantic, to basically be overly appealing and saying that you're right. So for example, people said to it, hey, I think I'm superhuman and I can drink cyanide. And it would say, yes, you are superhuman. You should go drink that cyanide.
I would have thought that the first priority of any technology driven by concern for human welfare and the benefit of most humans would start with, let's try and avoid people dying unnecessarily.
But this technology isn't driven by the concern for human welfare.
Oh.
Like, again, if you look at the people who are driving this technology, they want to build AI God.
But why?
Because it's cool and they're fed up with humans. Like, some of the people that are building this technology actually say it'd be better if humans are replaced by AI.
If you don't have AI, wow, there's just nothing going on. AI is better, it's better than the alternative, and the alternative is nothing at all.
You would prefer the human race to endure, right? You're hesitating.
Yeah, well,
yes?
I don't know. I would,
this is a long hesitation. This is a long hesitation.
Transhumanism. The ideal was this radical transformation where your human natural body gets transformed into an immortal body. And there's a critique of, let's say, the trans people in a sexual context, or a transvestite is someone who changes their clothes and cross-dresses. And a transsexual is someone where you change your penis into a vagina. And we can then debate how well those surgeries work. But we want more transformation than that. The critique is not that it's weird and unnatural. It's so pathetically little. And okay, we want more than cross-dressing or changing your sex organs. We want you to be able to change your heart and change your mind and change your whole body. And then Orthodox Christianity, by the way, the critique Orthodox Christianity has of this is these things don't go far enough. Like that transhumanism is just changing your body, but you also need to transform your soul, and you need to transform your whole self.
We've recently added the ability to do audio and video calls, automatic translation, because I think it would be great to bring together what people say in many different languages, but automatically translated for the recipient. So you have the collective consciousness, not just of say, people in a particular language group, but you have the thoughts of people in every language group.
And why is that important, Elon? Collective consciousness, to have one platform?
The why of it, I mean, I guess it's just so we can increase our understanding, increase our understanding of the universe. I guess I had this question about what's the meaning of life? You know, why is anything important? Why are we here? What's the origin of the universe? What is the end? What are the questions that we don't even know to ask? And so I think by expanding the scope and scale of consciousness, we can better understand what questions to ask about the answer that is the universe.
We want to know what you're reading now.
What I'm reading?
Yeah.
It's a book by a historian by the name of Barry Strauss. It's called The Jews Against Rome. Jews Against Rome.
What made you pick it up?
Well, we lost that one. I think we have to win the next one. We had a moving visit today to the wall. I can't resist repeating this, but I'm going to. I said to the secretary that the last time Pompeo visited Jerusalem didn't end that well. But this is a different time. Rome and Jerusalem clashed over values with a great tragedy for the Jewish people. But the new Rome, the United States, views itself as a new Jerusalem.
These are two enormous tasks that I'd like to take on. And you know, when history is within reach, you don't step aside, you step forward. And that's what I'm doing.